Hello, seekers of truth, and welcome to another episode of Midwest Mysteries. Last week, we investigated the cries of 19th century bagel miners trapped in the mines of Ohio. This week, we go to the small Iowa town of Spokesville, where life is about to be turned upside down. 5:20 p.m., October 20th. Stephanie Moss and Rhonda Peters are on their way home from the library. Little did they know, their lives were about to change forever.
Way too paranoid. It's over. I forgot my phone. Oh. You keep going.
Rhonda turns back to retrieve her phone. Little does she know, this is the last time she will see her friend alive. Stephanie continues on. This is where our record stops. Stephanie Moss never arrived home that night, or any night after that. Now, we are here in Spokesville, Iowa, to investigate. We have secured an interview with Rhonda Peters, the last person to see Stephanie alive.
I can't believe she's gone! I left her there all alone!
It was clear that Rhonda was not involved in Stephanie's disappearance. But now we needed to secure an interview with Josh Krogan, Stephanie's boyfriend of 2 months. When we approached him on the street, he refused to answer our questions, so we were forced to resort to more drastic means.
Dude, where the hell am I?
You're in our interrogation room.
Is this a hotel room?
No, it's an interrogation room.
Who are you?
That's of no consequence.
Why am I here?
You know why you're here, Josh.
How do you know my name?
Where's Stephanie?
Who?
Stephanie!
Oh, Stephanie. We broke up, man. I don't know.
You mean you don't know what's happened?
What? What do you mean? What's happened?
She's disappeared?
Oh, sometimes she does that. I don't know.
So you have no idea where she is?
No. Should I?
Our interview with Josh was unenlightening, to say the least. But luckily, the mayoral office directed us to the headquarters of one of our prime suspects, the local satanic cult. Y'all hear about the disappearances, right? Real shame that. You know, a lot of things happen here in this town that we're behind. But that ain't one of them. If your question is, did we take Stephanie Moss? Then the answer to that question is no. You see, we actually stopped our human sacrifice riots a couple decades ago after our PR department told us the public weren't too happy about all the disappearances we was behind. So no, we did not take Stephanie. It's a real shame that. Her mama makes a mean macaroni salad. Can't even imagine what they're going through right now. You know, it's a real shame that we get blamed for everything that happens around here. Can't we just worship in peace? I mean, there are some weird people in this town doing some real weird stuff. And I think you should go ask them before you start accusing us. Weird things happening in this town, son. You know, them commie spies are always up to something. You should go ask them. I must go. It is time for the rituals. Though the cultists deny involvement, it is still possible that they are behind the disappearance. We had no proof that the cultists were involved, So we took to the streets and interviewed some of the people of Spokesville.
Stephanie Moss, me and her daddy go fishing all the time. One time we caught a 2-foot bass. I'm Steven, by the way. You know what? It was real hard to reel that bass in, but when we did, I brought it home and I cooked my mama a real nice dinner. I got a picture if you want.
No, that's okay.
Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, Stephanie, right. Well, I don't know her too well, but she didn't have many enemies. Did you talk to those cultists?
Yes, we did talk to the cultists.
Oh, well, they're a little shady, but there's also the commies, the Russian spies, you know, those lax, you know? Talk to them?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry, why am I here?
Like, Stephanie and I were friends in, like, 2nd grade. But, like, I don't really know why, but we're not friends anymore. Like, she's pretty popular now, and I don't know, maybe somebody was mad, I don't know. I don't really know why anyone would take her. But there is, like, some Russian spies here. Maybe they did it. I don't know. Talk to them.
Stephanie Moss. You know, I didn't really know her that well, but I could tell she was a really, really nice person. And it just makes me so sad that things like this could happen in our little town. You know, I am so glad that you took the time to interview me. As captain of the Spokesville County Lemur Cat Cheer Squad, I think it's my responsibility to speak for the town when I say this tragedy has just rocked us to our roots. I can assure you that no lemur cat would ever do something like this. It's just terrible. And really, it makes me feel so unsafe to live in a town where this kind of thing can just happen, you know? I'm sorry. I'm just like so emotional over this. It's just such a tragedy. I can't believe something like this happens to a girl like Stephanie. But you know what? I bet it was the commies. That's what my daddy always says. And he's the sheriff, so like, he knows what he's talking about. Ask anyone, and I'll bet you they're behind this. It's just such a shame, you know. But you know, we have a game tonight that we're dedicating to Stephanie's memory against the Oakville Raiders. So, you know, come and cheer on your lemur cats. Go lemur cats! But it's still sad, you know. After interviewing multiple townsfolk, we decided to take their suggestions to heart and attempted to contact Russian President Vladimir Putin. However, his staff insisted that he would not speak to us, raising many suspicions on our part. Fortunately, we found another source of information, a veritable goldmine of town lore and history, and his name was Ernie Goldberg. He has asked for his face to remain hidden, as, and I quote, "The commies and reptilians cannot know that I am here." You can't see my face, right? Alright, good. You can never be too careful when you know, on the run. Now, I'm sure a lot of people here in town been telling you Stephanie was taken by the cult down on South Street, or Stephanie was taken by those damn commies. But no, that ain't the case. See, I know the truth. This wasn't as big as the Illuminati or the secret government neath the earth. No, this mystery rooted right here in Spokesville. You see, something lurks in these woods. You can look back through records, all the way back to the natives, all the first people who settled here, they all knew about it. They even had a name for it. They called it the Skipacabra. 6 feet tall, with patchy white and brown hair all over its malformed, disgusting body. It roams these woods. For thousands of years it's roamed these woods, and every 27 years it requires new blood. So it hunts. Yeah, Stephanie ain't the first one it's taken, and you can bet to God that she won't be the last.
We cannot be certain whether Stephanie was taken by communists, cultists, or a monster in the woods. But one thing is for sure. Something or someone is lurking the woods around Spokesville. And the people will not be safe until it is discovered. But for now, we must leave you with these final haunting thoughts. What lives in the woods around Spokesville? And who is it coming for next? This week's episode of Midwest Mysteries was brought to you by Purina Pet Food. Please tune in next week, where we take you to Kentucky for the bourbon nightmare of one woman.